And here's an interesting news story from Thailand. You've probably heard it before, but the news is so the law is proposed to be changed to include a 50,000 baht fine and 3 months jail for driving without a license. I'm laughing because I have Thai family, and I know for a fact that the majority of those people in the family do not have relevant driving licenses, basically, and I'm not saying that to shock them. I'm saying that because that is the general consensus of a majority of people that I know of who are riding bikes and driving vehicles and things without a license. Of course, it's not only dangerous, but it's also against the law. And up until recently, there was a 1,000 baht fine and a slap on the wrist. But now, possibly a jail term of 1 month. However, now they want to make it a little bit more strict because they're fed up, apparently. The police claim that they are fed up and they've had enough. So what's going to happen is the Transport Ministry is recommending that the changes for 2 out-of-date laws that date back to 1979. And of course, motorists driving while suspended or who had their licence confiscated can also face a 3-month jail term or 50,000 baht fine, and previously this was only 2,000 baht. Proposal is intended to put to the Thai Ministerial Committee in September of last year, and they state that drivers who fail to produce a valid licence when requested can be fined 10,000 baht, up from the previous 1,000 baht. All of this is retrospective because, of course, we don't know if this has been actually covered through yet. However, I can say from my family's point of view that if they get a fine of 10,000 baht, even 5,000 baht, they haven't got the money to pay it, so they would end up probably being put in prison for it. Even 1,000 baht they would struggle to find. However, they still do it, and I often say to my wife, why don't we get you a driving? Oh, don't worry about it. Why don't you wear a helmet? Oh, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. But then they get stopped by police checkpoints and they have to pay 200 baht a time. I'm thinking, well, if you put the 200 baht aside every time you go out, assuming that you're going to get stopped, you soon have enough to buy a proper driving license. And to be honest with you, it's not that much money. From my own personal experience of doing the driving test. So I think it's just a matter of, we can't be bothered. And it's a done thing, a normal thing. Of course, to change behaviour, you have to make a strict policy. It's like when we had the seatbelt laws coming in the UK. It was quite, they were quite strict on people not wearing them. To make an example of people. Of course, nowadays, you put a seatbelt on, you don't even think about it anymore. And it's quite unusual to see somebody without a seatbelt. Unless, of course, they're royalty. But we're not saying anything about that. So there we go. It's just a little bit of news for you. If you weren't aware, if you are aware, then I do apologise, but it's interesting, and I think I shall have to do some research and find out if this law actually was changed and has been brought in, and also what the results were, if there have been any serious incursions with the 50,000 baht fine and 3 months in jail, which I suspect is possibly rarer than it should be. Anyway, give us a thumbs up, a like and a share, and come back again for some more Thailand news. very soon. Bye for now.